Okay, so today I'm doing the gear oil on my front diff. This is my X5. So we have the drain here, and then the fill is right here. All I had to do is take the metal, whatever pan they call that, off, and I can see everything. This is a diesel, so I don't know if this is different for gas engines. Who knows? So I've already broken the fill hole loose. I just used this lug. It's a 14mm key that came as like a long, so it was a longer piece, and all I did was cut it in half because I couldn't use it. It was too large to use for my transfer case. This is, I got it on Amazon. It's like Bond Huss, I guess is what it's called, the brand. So, and so now it's about 2 centimeters long. So, perfect size, and I got 2 of them now. So, all I do is come under here and stick it in the fill hole. Can't get in there now, even though I did it just a second ago. Oh, I'll go from the bottom. There we go. Now that's sitting in there. I'll take a 14mm wrench and put it there. For my 15, I'll double up. And there we go. Now that's broken loose. Key came out with it. Alright. So I can go ahead and start loosening that. And then I'm going to get a pan under here, break that loose, drain it. I'll probably lower the car down because it's on a jack right now. So I'll lower it off the jack to make sure all the fluid drains out. To get access to this, unless you have like a hook to put in here for the pump, you can come around to the wheel well. I took the wheel off and then undo this little piece right here. Is a little plastic clip that goes in there. Pop that out, 2 8mm bolts, and then this piece flexes out of the way. Right now I have some vice grips clamped onto it just to hold the plastic piece out of the way, but then you get a straight shot for the fill hole right there. So I'm just gonna use this as the access to pump new fluid in. So let me get this drained out. Alright, got the drain broken loose. I got the fill plug out of the top. I checked the fluid. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to go change it anyway. I like to run red line and all my stuff. So I'm going to take this out. Hopefully my pan catches it and doesn't splash onto my floor. It doesn't look bad at all. Well, that's good. Alright, I'm going to let this drain out. I'm going to lower the car down on the jack, get it level, make sure it all gets out, and I'll be back. Okay, so collected all the fluid in the pan, and I drained it all into an old Redline bottle. This is what I used for the transfer case. And the flashlight in here, you can see the fluid level right there, right in the middle, sort of. So it looks like they had the correct amount because you're supposed to only put 600 ml in now, whereas usually if you filled it up to the fill hole it would take an entire liter. So that's good. Makes sense since it was done pretty recent because the fluid looks very new. Okay, got the plug is back in. I lowered the car down and nothing else came out, and I'm jacking it from the front. So if you do this and you use the jack point from the front and you drain it, then that's pretty much that's pretty much everything. So I'm going to be putting in this as the new fluid. So I'm going to get my pump ready. I'm going to be using just a regular bullshit $7 Harbor Freight hand pump. These never fit in any bottle that I try to fit it in. So what I do is I just go to the corner store or whatever, Walmart, and get the cheapest glass jar or something that is big enough that you can fit your hand in. You can get a rag in to clean in there. So that way I just pour the fluid in here and then just set the pump in and pump away. It's a lot easier to do it this way instead of putting it in Tupperware, because no matter what bottles I use, these things never fit, and I prefer them over those pumps because those are just a nightmare to deal with. Okay, so I'm going to fill this jar up, measure out, just over half a quart to pump in, and we'll get going. Alright, got 500 ml in the pickle jar, and I got that going in to the fill hole. I'll start pumping away, and then once I get all this in, I'll add another 100 to 150, and yeah, that should be it. Alright, got about, well, I used about 650, just because nothing ever comes out of this, nothing, it doesn't completely come out of the pump, and some stays in it, so I just poured 650 ml into the pickle jar, pumped everything in, and yeah, nothing is running out. If you have fluid running out, then you most likely put too much. Alright, put the plug back in, tighten everything down, and go for a cruise. Thanks for watching.